Hebi. So we're all going to find out. Starts here, right now. Game number 1. See who's going to take that early advantage.
This is such a similar macro comp for both teams. I'm expecting, Heb and Sky to duke it out a lot. Cannon v Cannon, play a lot of offstage play. Really the goal right now, I feel, if you're Itami or Comer, is to never go offstage ever. So you don't have to deal with the cannons.
That's a sound strategy for sure. Is Hebi making that cannon shine right now. Sarin his way back up on stage just in time to catch Comer's landing. Comer's gonna go and throw away the axe. Gonna fight back unarmed, looking for the drop. Break dance in action, catches the landing on Hebi, but his teammate falls down to the bottom. Is he going to join him? Yes, with the Sair off to the right side, and that is gonna go ahead and confirm both of the initial stocks for blue team.
Dude, this is a ballet for Comer. He is dodging and weaving everything with perfect movement. And yeah, he's taken some damage overall, but he's smack dab in the middle of both Heb and Itami and is still, up until now, less than 100 damage. As I say that though, it does change. Sky, still maintaining good form, full grounded control. In middle of neutral though, it will eventually be the side air that takes him down to that second stock. And well, Comer's not long to follow up. Ascended Wu Shang has proven to be so good on ground.
Yeah, Spears got wonderful knockout confirm options, being able to just back-to-back get red team out of here and even things all back up. Comer reaching in the sky with the nairs off those gauntlets, but Hebi has got something to say about it as you see the cannon come into effect, takes him all the way across. A little friendly fire there with the side sig. Weapon throw is going to keep Comer from going off stage. Now Hebi has that edge guard position. He decides to turn around back over on Sky and takes him all the way out. A down sig is going to connect as well, and Hebi is looking absolutely fire on this Syndra.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. I'm loving what I'm seeing right now. The neutral sig unfortunately does not connect, doesn't block away and break up the clump of red. But as I say that though, Itami does heroics once again. That's gonna be both of red team now down to their final stock. And what looked disastrous for a second for Itami and Heb has turned into an even game.
It just goes to show the power of string weapons, being able to get those huge damage outputs. Sky reaching with the aerials on the axe. Recovery, nair, weapon throw out, back over on the cannon. See what we can get against the edge guard, against the Wu Shang here. A lot of gauntlet damage coming out.
Oh no, Itami.
Oh, no.
Both the blue team are struggling to get up.
That is going to go ahead and confirm the stock on Hebi, and now the 2v1 situation when he is all but knocked out. Oh, that wasn't necessary, but he got the tap just to make sure.
That was salt in the wound, that final ground pound against Itami there. It was a very strong start, very even for both teams up until the end of the second stock, and Comer really woke up slow.
He did. I mean, he's been on fire since last set. We saw especially what he did in that final game of that last set, and he's continuing that on over here against Hebi and Itami. No legend swaps. We're going to keep everything the same.
Yeah. I mean, even though it wasn't a winning first game, Itami and Hebi, I think they looked great on the C0 Wu Shang pick respectively. It's just a matter of them finding the proper formations to really take care of Comer for game 2.
Yeah, I almost wonder if you need to try and isolate him a little bit more, get him out of there so you can focus on Sky. Comer has been a thorn in the side of the past few teams they've gone up against. Daring his way back on stage right there. A little friendly fire is going to put him off position. The neutral sig, though, is going to take Itami all the way up to the top as we see him with the spear, fighting his way back over to the right side. The nair is going to catch Comer. Can he keep the juggle alive? He does with another nair, trying to catch a D-Light off the soft platform. He gets pushed back in position. Ooh, nice side sig. Going to go ahead and confirm on Itami, and Hebi is going to be pushed down as well. Does he have the options to come back? Ooh, I say he touched. I say he touched, but that's just my opinion. I was obviously wrong.
Ref, that's a yellow card. We got to give that to them. But, I mean, Sky even then, 100 damage. What I really like about Sky and Comer's comp is that you as the blue team, or like the opposite team, right, are expecting to take care of Sky first because you're looking at the Amethyst, you see the high amount of damage output that the Zol can bring out, cannon, axe, you want to get rid of them first. But Comer comes in as this hidden threat with the Dalsim, the axe, the gauntlets. They rack up the damage to get the most KOs. combos. He is a scary formation. That's not the count out Sky though. Both him and Itami have realized they have utter dominance off stage. And Hebi, Itami, they are purposely going deep into the water trying to bring Sky and Comer with them. But only now did Sky lose that first stock.
Absolutely nice team combo coming from blue team there to go ahead and finish off that stock. And I couldn't agree more with the offstage play from red team. The more they're able to dominate off there, the more confidence you see in their gameplay, and the flashier it is getting, the riskier the options that they're willing to go for is getting better. Sky though working him over to the side of the stage. Nice ground pound. That's gonna be very hard to come back from. The recovery might be enough. Ooh, he tried to catch a Sarah, come back over Sky. Look at the movement. We were just talking about this, able to come back up on stage pretty much unscathed. Now he's gonna go against the Wusheng over here on the side. Ground pound is gonna go ahead and finish it off, put him up a 2-0. They are cruising through this set.
I gotta say, Slow, I was not a fan at all about blue team's strategy going into that matchup. We went from Mos Eisley, which has much deeper platforms going on each side, where we could have seen a lot of crazy offstage gameplay from the hands of the Sidra. I thought maybe that they could cannon diff Sky. I feel silly for thinking that now, because as we went to Fortress of Lions, we saw Wusheng and Sidra double down on that same losing strategy from Mos Eisley with more of a stage disadvantage, and they lost even harder. They have to stay on stage for Game 3 if they want to survive this.
I think swapping over the Onyx is a pretty good decision. Onyx is notoriously solid in the 2v2s. Let's just see how much they've labbed it and how much it's going to work out here up with this Wusheng. Is Sky and Comer immediately able to go ahead and get those team combos off and running here. Ooh, that could be a very early stock. Is he going to be able to touch? He does touch. He's still got to get back up on stage. Hebi stepping in, relieving the pressure, letting him get back, but he gets pushed right back. The great place. Weapon throw, adding just a little bit more pressure, and that is going to go ahead and get him out of here. Very early stock. They focused in on Itami so heavy here at the beginning of game number 3.
Itami just cannot find any proper pacing on the stage proper, so he's relegated to offstage play, which is where Sky comes in and dominates with the cannon. Itami needs to find that confidence again to stay on stage. Taking out Comer this early on is a good start, but Sky has been a big threat in the last game and a half. But as I say that, Neutral Sig comes out, Heb gets rid of Sky just for a few moments, and even then, we don't see that capitalization, the 2v1 Comer.
Oh man, I was gonna say they did a really good job to bring that back. I mean, Hebi has been tanking out this first stock. As I say that, he's gonna go ahead and get sent out. But he was doing a great job keeping his team in there, keeping the damage close, even though his teammate was having a really hard time. But just like that, it looks a whole lot worse if you are on blue team at the moment. Although we see the nice string from the spear start to come out. Sky's having a hard time getting any offense going against Itami here. As I say that, the downlight connected, but he couldn't find anything else. But the follow-up from Hebi, ooh, the nair, that's gonna make it very difficult. Sky though, finding an option, no! He had to go back over, stay out of the way. He could not get back in position with the Sayer. The stock is gonna fall, and everybody on their final stocks except for Hebi.
The tides have turned in blue team's favor, but Itami has to be very careful. 143 on their last stock, their potential elimination stock. Sky is able to make a recovery back onto the stage. Itami and Hebi both teaming up to take down Sky, bring them heavily damaged on. Hebi's now down to 2 stocks. Again, these could be their elimination stocks. 2v1 is looking possible, just needs to isolate and defeat Comer first. Ground pound negates that though.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very difficult position, especially if Comer and Sky are able to get him in the middle, set up that team combo, and just go ahead and get rid of the stock with a quickness. See Sky reaching over the side light, can't find it. Ooh, a little friendly fire there, but some more damage being set up, and there we go. They finally got him in position to be able to follow up off of each other. That's gonna go ahead and take his teammate out, but he's still in a great position. Even with the friendly fire, it did make things a little more difficult though. We got cannon versus cannon.
Yeah, through this entire set, we've seen Heb lose out the cannon duels versus Sky.
As you say that, though, that's going to be enough to get it done, and Hebi is able to draw the line in the sand and extend this set to at least one more game. We are now Sky Comer up 2-1. Great clutch when everything was on the line and being able to secure that 2v1.
I honestly did not think at all that would be the stock ender right there for the game. I thought just for sure Sky would be at the very barrier of the blast zone and would make his way back and recover and take down Itami. So very surprised to see that. I'm sorry, to see the other teammate. But at the very end, I am so shocked we saw Hebi survive the overall engagement. I really want to see more of this Onyx going into the next game.
Well, you're definitely going to be able to see more of this Onyx as he obviously locked it back in. I mean, it was the only thing that has worked this set so far. So we're going to give it another try as we get ready for game number 4. And maybe just possibly Hebi and Itami be able to extend this out.
I was a doomer. I was doubting Itami off-stage play for a while in that last game. I gotta say, when he was able to find more confidence on stage proper to take these 1v1s, Itami was looking fantastic on gauntlets. We're seeing the strings continue. Gravity cancel, neutral light out against Sky. Heavy damage applied against the Amethyst themselves. Just a matter of seeing whether or not they can confirm this first stock. They do. That's the Wu Shang with only 60 damage applied against them to take down Sky's first stock.
And they've almost got Comer. The slide charge down sig hit. They can get one more on him, be able to get rid of this first stock. Hebi, though, also down, getting into knockout range. That Sarah isn't going to be quite enough to do it. The Sky is going to put the pressure. Comer didn't come off stage. That down sig is going to connect, though. Taking the stock off of Itami. Hebi trying to push it off stage. Can he find a safe route? And he does get back up, catches Comer, sending the opposite direction. 227 damage on the Dawson right now. The breakdance is going to catch, but finally being sent down to that bottom 45.
And Heb, once again, has just been so stalwart in keeping this first stock going. Itami has been the primary target for both Comer and Sky to bring down to their final stock again. We've seen this position before. This was the turnaround moment for Itami and Heb in game number 3. They had a 2-1 stock disadvantage. They did take down Sky. They brought Comer down to that elimination, and eventually the final stock being gone too. Itami needs to make sure this does not go for a 2v1 against them.
Ooh, Sky, though, being able to juggle with that axe up in the air, catching a big recovery, little team damage on that D-Light. Ooh, and again off the dare, and Itami working in those Sares, threading them in beautifully.
Oh! This could be it, Slow. This is the moment we need. Sky gets eliminated off the hands of a recovery from the gauntlets. Comer now completely stuck, loses that second stock too. Itami once again, the onus entirely on this Wu Shang, needs to ensure that Hebi will not face a 2v1 alone.
Oh no, this is a precarious position here. Oh, Hebi, big damage recovery wasn't enough. Sweat beats out. He did have the Sair to be able to get back up on stage. And we see, I mean, which interaction do you even focus on here?
Exactly.
But right in the left side, popping off all at once. Finally gonna settle back down here into the middle, into neutral. Itami trying to get back up on stage, catches a nair, passes him to another nair from Hebi, catches the recovery. Sky going over to the side with the Sair, able to get back up though, and we're back off into that left and right 1v1 situation. Hebi wins his 1v1. Now it's a 2v1 against Sky. Can they finish it off? The nair, ooh, with the opposite direction. Now it's Itami's turn. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, no way.
Sky? Oh, the combo starters looking good. Focusing on Hebi. Make it easier once you eliminate Itami's side. It's just a matter now of seeing if Sky can rack up that damage. Itami needs to go for a follow-up. It's risky. 186 damage. One wrong move and it turns into a 1v1. Sky has won all of these cannon duels against Hebi except for the last game. Sky now has the axe. Hebi needs to find a Sarah to get in. Can he? Loses a weapon. Sky goes for the early ground pound, misses. Punished by the weapon pickup into an immediate recovery. Hebi's now back with the weapon. Sky is weaponless. They are the weapon. And through it all, Hebi still misses the downlight. Back to a cannon duel. Recovery is out, and we are back.
They're stressing me out.
Yeah.
Man, great. The way this set started, the Onyx was key. Once we switched to the Onyx, the whole universe made sense again, as they've been able to grind their way through these last 2 games, get the dubs. You see chat absolutely popping off. Chat believes that they believe, as we take a look at these replays and get ready for game number 5. Hebi finishing it off again in 679 damage from Hebi to get the job done.
You know what, we're mentioning chat right now. Our chat analysts have it perfectly down matched. I think the movement coming out for at the very end from both Itami and Hebi is what has absolutely saved them in this set. The reason why we are going to game number 5. I was doubter for a while for Itami. I think he's completely turned it around. Hebi's survivability and winning out these consistent the consistent cannon duels against Sky and the 1v1s have been huge difference makers in the second half of each of these games.
Now we got red team questioning things a little bit as we see the legend swap from Comer over to the Val.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. You're moving away from Axe, you bring out the sword, you're playing much more up close. The extra defense I think will come in handy, but the most important part is that Val has special properties where her signatures on the sword, specifically in this case, can be so great for ledge guarding.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that ledge guard is an absolute advantage of the Val. There's gauntlets going into effect here though. Ooh. Read the movement on Itami, knowing he was going to try and cross back to the other side. Weapon throw out from Comer. Gonna swap over to Hebi. Hebi's right there trying to catch the landing. Can't get it with the side light. Reaches up after Sky. The Sarah misses, but Comer follows it up with the Nair. But the stock is going to fall off of Itami.
Comer's feeling so much more active in this game. We've usually seen a slow game or early game from him now, but having this Val, completely different energy. Not waiting off the catch landings of Sky to follow up off of blue team members. We're seeing gravity cancel neutral sigs in the air. A gravity cancel neutral light almost caught off on Hebi. Hebi still got eliminated for the first stock regardless, but now Itami is the point of contention slow, down to what could very well be their elimination stock.
Yeah, I hate to see this. It's just I hate to see it start to fall apart for blue team. They have so much momentum coming into this game number 5. Now they're finding themselves an entire stock behind against red team. But this damage building up right now is a great place to start to get this deficit back. Sky swinging with that axe, trying to catch the Sayers. Cannot find anything with that blade though.
No, this extra aggression from Comer now putting a target on his back. Itami and Heb are trying to surround this Val and completely close off Sky. 1v1's available now. Hebi playing as a gigantic wall against Comer, but he still lands on the edge. Comer has to descend down and find a weapon. It's the sword. This will be a great chance now to rack up damage, but Sky themselves, for the first time in this set, on their own elimination stock.
Oh, they are. It's a bad spot to be in, but you got to look at Itami as well, as he now has the pressure from Sky. The Nair is going to connect Sky, has to friendly fire Comer to get back up on stage. Ooh, couldn't get the follow-up on the D-Sig. It had the vision. The Sarah will connect, and now it is 3 stocks to 2. It is all up to Hebi to get it done for his team right now. The Nair is going to connect, but not quite enough. They were a little deep over off the right side for it to have enough force to be able to knock out. The Dare not going to connect either as he pushes over Sky with the weapon 30 to keep him at bay. Oh no, they need to set up the team combo. They need to get him out of here. Comer was way deep into that stock, but he's got a fresh one on deck. Here he goes.
Team Heretics, Hebi and Itami were the second place championship winners in the summers of Middle East. And yet here they are now, Hebi being the sole survivor, 1 stock left. Sky could be the easy target, but the follow-up now from Comer and Sky completely blending up Hebi is gonna rack up damage quickly. Hebi's gotta get out of the way. Cannon available now, set up for another 2v1 combo. Recoveries in the air. Your second place champions from last tournament have been eliminated in the lower semifinals.
I do love how it did come down, at least at the end, it came down to the sword. And the stat line says the same. Use it 47% of the time, 286 damage coming off that sword. And the availability of the options in this combo right here was all about the sword as we